Alright, yo, what up guys, Revy here. I just have a tutorial for you guys today on how to do the screen pop. You guys have probably seen in a lot of my edits. It's something I again do in a lot of my edits because it's really clean and it works really good with my style of editing. So let's just get started. So I first take, this is how I started. I take the clip, I first disable resample, and then since I record this like straight from my PVR and didn't like render it out before, I have a lot of PVRs leave like kind of like a black trace along the edge of the right and left side for some reason. I'm not the right and left, sorry, the top and right side of this. So I always go to the beginning, click on pan crop. I have a kind of a custom one's called PVR standard. It's just moved in a tad. Just you can do it yourself. Just move this in as a little bit or as much as you want, and it sets it for the whole clip itself. So again, I usually sync this to a song, and I'm just gonna take this first. It's a triple collab. I'm gonna take like the first shot because it was this one. And I'm just gonna use this. I'm not gonna sync it at all right now because it's kind of no point. But what I do is I look for like after obviously the shot is taken, I look to see what I can do after the shot. Say like for this one, it's just him zooming out, so I can do a lot with that. And so basically what I do is I kind of zoom out, then I kind of move over some frames to about like right there, because if you haven't seen already, I've uploaded my Twixtor settings tutorial, like how to get my Twixtor settings and everything on my channel. Check it out. But I use those from that video. I'll just drag them straight on, and then because I don't know, it's like I don't use Twixtor Pro, I just use regular Twixtor. So when like a gun is zooming out for me, it will sometimes really distort the shape of the gun or the screen, or I don't know, Twixtor does a weird thing sometimes. So I kind of count out some frames where it does less movement, because the less amount of movement there is, the less distortion there will be. So I just basically just move this over. And so I have Twixtor on this clip, set my Twixtor settings, and so I'll just show you guys real quick so you don't have to go check my Twixtor settings. And then the only other thing I do is I go back to pan and crop on the second half, not the first half, the second half, the Twixtor part, and I move this, and I have a custom preset already. And I don't know why I named this, but I just need to think of something, so I named it Poop. And it's basically what I shrunk it into and angled it to, so that whenever someone like hits whenever he hits his triple collat, it kind of pops like that. And I do that in all my edits because I usually do epic rock orchestral edits. And I don't know, it's an effect I'm not saying I created it, I learned it by watching like Agony and Artery, and I always thought, I kind of watched their edits and I always tried to, I don't know, make my own or see what they did different and what makes their edits so good. And I kind of learned that they do, Agony does this pop on all of his shots, not all of his shots, all of his clips. Like at the end of the clip, say it's like a quad fee on like the fourth shot or third or whatever the guy got, he pops the screen out like that. And I noticed that first on the video. It was called Titanium. It was just, I think it was just a quick thrown together video, because I think for some reason he said he had editing problems, so he just threw it together real quick the night before, and that's how I saw that in that video. Sometimes I'll have less of a pop, but I usually use that. I'll take a picture of that, put it in the description, so you guys can set it to that if you want that. If not, you can create your own pan crop size, but that's it. It's really simple, nothing else to it. You can also, if you want it to have a little bit more of effect on the shot, you can use a like a radial blur. You can, I don't know, you can do a bunch of shit to it. So, but that's basically it. Really simple. You just disable resample, it takes away the ghosting effect, and then you count over a couple frames and add the pop and twixter, and you're done. And then of course you have to sync that, but it's pretty easy. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'm Revy, and I'm out. Peace.